Hello, my friends. I'm very excited to share with you this series on the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and specifically how we can use a contemplation of these teachings to enrich our lives and bring our practice off the mat. So the Yoga Sutras, just a brief explanation. A sutra is a teaching, and it's a one-line, short aphorism that just gives an idea that is so full of wisdom that one could contemplate just that one sentence for the rest of their life and receive all kinds of insights and guidance. And I want to share a quote from Iyengar's interpretation of the Yoga Sutras, where he speaks about the value of the sutras and what they can bring to us as a practitioner on the path. He says, "The 196 sutras are succinct, precise, profound, and devout in approach. Each contains a wealth of ideas and wisdom to guide the aspirant, or sadhaka, towards full knowledge of his own real nature. This knowledge leads to the experience of perfect freedom, beyond common understanding." I love that. I feel like it's very simple but clear. So like a deeper wisdom beyond common understanding. And it's actually quite clear. These first 4 sutras, they really just embody, in my opinion, they embody the teachings of yoga, and just contemplating these 4 sutras can be incredibly life-changing and powerful. As I've been contemplating these teachings lately, I've come to understand that ultimately, and this is just my viewpoint, but ultimately, the first 4 of Patanjali's sutras are the essence of his definition of yoga. The yoga that is much deeper than just movements that we make with our bodies. And then the other 192 sutras are helping us to understand those first 4. All different ways of essentially orienting back to the first 4 sutras. So in this video, I'll talk about the first sutra, and then we'll do a different video for each one. And just as a side note, I've been working lately with Iyengar's explanations of the Yoga Sutras. There are many different translations and explanations to help us understand these sutras. But essentially the very first one, it's quite simple. It's most of the time it's translated as now yoga. So what does this mean? Well, first of all, we have the word now. So present time. Yoga brings us into the present. Yoga can only be practiced in the present. There's another interpretation of the meaning here that we're distinguishing what we're doing now, that yoga is distinguishable. It's somehow different than when we're going about our lives, maybe unconsciously, kind of bouncing from one obligation to another. And so the guidance of this sutra is here, now. This is different. There's a different way that we're using our consciousness, being present. So essentially, yoga brings us into the present moment, present time. It's interesting to note that out of these 196 sutras, only 3 of them give a direct instruction for what to do with the body. In the West, we often think of yoga as just a physical practice, and it's wonderful for the physical body. And at the same time, the deeper yoga is how we're orienting our consciousness. So now yoga. And I just want to share, Iyengar gives a clarification for this one, and he says, "So this sutra may be taken to mean The disciplines of integration are here expounded through experience and are given to humanity for the exploration and recognition of that hidden part of a person which is beyond the awareness of the senses. Now, yoga.